going, YouTube? Well, it was time for me to do an update on the Suburban. Everything's going great. There's a few topics that I'd like to go over. A few pros and cons, things that worked out, things that didn't work out. But that's what we're doing today. We're going to go over those issues. And also, closer to the end of the video, we're going to go over some of the answers on the questions from my last video, so we can give an update on that. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm happy to be back to share this with y'all. Everything was going great. I wanted to get the full experience on how it was to live in here. And overall, everything went great. Everything worked as it should. There was a few issues that I did have when I was using my shower pan on the inside. There's a thing I would have done totally different when I did this build. Took out all the carpet, all the insulation on the bottom, and probably used some foam board. I would have used some foam board to go over that instead of just leaving the insulation and the carpet. The reason I'm saying this is because if it does get wet, it's a disaster. If it gets wet, it's going to smell horrendous. There was a few, like 3 or 4 days, I had to leave the windows rolled down so the air out, all that kind of stuff. And it was a problem. Air conditioner, to be living in a van or Suburban, you need a way to cool it. 107 degrees outside. Inside the vehicle, it's going to be at least 200 and something degrees in here. There's no way just by opening the windows and trying to get a breeze to come in is going to cool you down. Especially like a man like me. I have a full-time job, working 10 hours a day. Last thing I want to do is come and suffer inside this vehicle and not be able to perform at my job the next day because I'm tired, I didn't get enough sleep, and it was too hot. Just none of that. So I actually turn on the air conditioner, and back here you can control it all. And it's got all your vents and stuff like that. Everybody knows what a Suburban looks like with the vents and stuff up here. So it blows it on you, and it actually keeps you comfortable. You got to be comfortable in something like this. The downfall on running this thing at night, I had spark plug problems, so I needed to go ahead and put some new spark plugs because they were over gapped. They're supposed to be gapped at 60, or to be technical, 0.060, and they were gapped almost close to 80. So I was getting poor gas mileage. I went ahead and bought some new spark plugs, gapped them at 60, put some new spark plug wires, and it helped out a lot. So to save on fuel, that's crazy. That's great. It was costing me about $20 a day before I put the spark plugs in, and it's actually working pretty good now. It's comfortable. I go home in this thing, and I don't want to go inside. I want to sleep outside my van because it becomes your personal space. It becomes the place where you're living at, and you get used to having your own privacy, your own space, everything. My wife thought I was crazy because I went inside and was like, I'm going outside. So that's what and then I had to get into the groove, I can't be doing that. I got to be able to family life, work, the normal. So it actually worked out pretty good. But I'm so happy to bring this video to y'all. I know it took a little while, 2 months or so, but it was worth it. Let me get set up, and we're going to show you how we do the shower. Okay, when I'm getting ready to do a shower, I usually back this Suburban up, like there's traffic over there. I back it up and actually block the view so they can't see me on this side. And also this door right here, it actually blocks it. So you can stand right here and take a shower and have my curtain closed over there, and nobody can see me. So I'm right here, so I'm taking a shower and I'm getting ready. The hose needs to be a little longer. I had to cut it a little short. But yeah, it's coming out warm now. Water heater kicks on. So I'm right here taking a shower, you know, getting my soap, bathing. Nobody can see me. Now, if I back up too far, then probably somebody can see my backside, but I make sure not to go back that far. And I just put it down. It's got a deal where you can just shut it off, just lay it down, you know, get your shower. And it actually, I mean, it works really good. And as soon as you turn it on, the propane, it'll kick on and kick off. As soon as you turn this water off, that's, you know, it's coming out pretty warm. So that's that. You get your shower into the day, and everything works good. Like I always said on the video, the first video, over and over, but I'm gonna try not to do it that time. The first time I was nervous, but we're not nervous today. So people were asking me, how do I charge my batteries up? Those two 18-wheeler batteries that I had, they were too old. They were bad, had a bad cell in them. So I just got a regular car battery, put it in there. But the way I'm charging my system is right here. I got a battery with the two top posts, so I could connect all this other, so I can connect my charging deal. And I just put it right there on that air conditioner fan shroud. And there's no problem with it being there. It's far enough away from the fan and from the radiator, so the screws in there ain't gonna do nothing. But as I'm driving, it's charging my system. Now, as for me, it works good without the solar panels. Eventually I will put solar panels. Right now, you know, I'm running the air conditioner out of work. This vehicle is sitting for 10 hours a day. And when I get in it, I got the AC running, charging my batteries, plus staying cool, which everything works out pretty good. I actually love it. There's times that I can't wait to get back in it. TV, everything. I cooked in here. I finally cooked in this thing. I loved it. Finally got to eat a home cooked meal, which tasted better than a lot of the fast foods now. Home cooked meal makes everything better. If you got a home cooked meal, it fills you up, you feel better, you feel relaxed. But if you're constantly going out to eat and stuff, now if I'm working and I need to pick me up some lunch, I'll go pick me up a burrito, all subs, or whatever, and do it that way. But when I get home, I want to eat something good. I like the rock view of the windows. It's nice to me. Usually I put my pillows in there. Right now I'm doing my bedding, washing on my bedding, my pillowcases and stuff. Watching TV is perfect, but I have to sit over here in the corner over here, that way I can see the TV. Not too bad. It cuts off a little bit, but what can you expect? I mean, you can't have it easy on everything. Everything's not going to be like at home. So everything's going to be a little different, a little bit cramped. Oh, I also wanted to tell y'all, as far as the bed, a lot of people build a box for their bed to build it up. I was going to do that and put my batteries under here, but see, I'm sitting on the bed. I got plenty enough head clearance, so when I get up, you know, I'm not gonna hit my head, and I'm not crouched, no, where I can't move my head, and you know, you want to feel comfortable as you can. So when you build your bed, just put the plywood down on the floor. Don't worry about building a box underneath the bed to bring the bed up or none of that. Just leave it like it is on the floor. And actually, I'm sitting right here perfectly. That's one thing I wanted to go over. Don't worry about building a box for your bed. Just leave it like it is. Everything else is good. I'm really stoked on the half-inch foam board for the windows, because when you're out in the sun, that sun is really hitting on these windows, and actually sometimes you can feel the heat on this foam board, but it cools in here and it gets cold. There's times I have to get my wool blanket, lay down in here and cover up because it's so cold, and I'm still adjusting the temperature back here. So but the cooler the better. I mean, you can warm up with a blanket. I mean, if you're gonna be running this thing, you might as well get it cold in here. There's no sense in having it just room temperature. Get it cold. That's what I like. Storage space. We already went over the storage space stuff. I just put my clothes, jeans over there, and put my clothes over here. I don't know what it is, but I have, even at the house, I have a junk drawer. Put my junk drawer right here at the house. I have to have a junk drawer here. I just got a bunch of snacks, salt, utensils to cook with. You just get a little bit of everything in there. I need something. Look at that. There's so much chonies. If I got a shirt or something that's tore or something, I just sew it up. You know, coffee. I mean, that's basically what I have in there. It's nothing too good. But in that other drawer over there, I got my socks, shirts, stuff like that. I don't know what else to go over with y'all. I am gonna do a video. When I built this out, I didn't do videos on it because it was taking me some time to actually come up with it in my head. The first design, when I did this part of the wall, it was different before I put the stove and stuff in there. And I did see it on YouTube. It didn't explain to me how to do it. I just saw it, visualized it, and then sat here, right here, before there was a bed in here, and thinking, wow, how am I going to go about this to build it? I just seen a little small clip of it, you know, but how am I going to go about building it? And as you go, you'll start thinking, okay, I got to put this here. And those pictures, they go over step by step how it was coming along. So if anybody else wants to come up with this design, it'll help them out on the long run, so you'll be able to see exactly it coming up as it's being built, and it makes it a lot easier. That was another question on a comment on my last video, so I want to go over that. I did have to move my mirror. Let me see if I can get it on there. My mirror over here, it's here now, but when I'm shaving or, you know, brushing my teeth or washing my face, combing my hair, I'll be able to see it. I did have it over here on this wall, but trying to look this way, it just didn't make any sense. My lighting, some of the lighting, I just got push button battery operated lighting. Later on, get solar panels, I'll be able to put some better lighting in here. I'll tell you what, when I open these doors up and these lights come on, it really works wonders. But then it shuts off and I'm stuck in the dark, so I got to use these little bitty lights, which works good too, you know, it's not too bad. But other than that, I used the toilet once in here, you know, us Mexicans eat that spicy food. Sometimes you gotta go when you gotta go. So it works pretty good. I mean, I have plenty of clearance above here when I'm sitting down here. Wasn't cramped or nothing. I did not like the shower pan in here, trying to take a shower in here, because I was fighting there like a cat in the bag, trying to move around and stuff, and you know, you're kneeling down in here, and I didn't like that. I think in the winter time, I got hot water. this shower produces hot water, so if it's cold outside, I'll be able to turn the heat up on the thing. And the heat does turn up. I had to turn that thing all the way down because it comes out hot. And on the sink, I get hot water over here in the sink, so I'm not brushing my teeth and washing my face with cold water. I don't know who can get used to that, but I can. I can't get used to that, brushing your teeth and washing your face. You just can't get up in the morning like that. So that's a pro right there. I really enjoy that. Actually, it's like a small apartment in here. You can't get any better than it. You got the AC back here cooling you down during the day. Texas heat, it's really hot, so you already know about that. I mean, if y'all don't know about that, it's terrible. I'm trying to think of what else I need to go over. If there's anything else I can come up with, or if y'all need to know something that I can help y'all with, drop me a comment. I mean, if you drop me comments, I'll know what to talk about and what to go over. There was a couple of people that were asking a couple of questions: how this worked, how that worked, and how was this performing, how was that performing. And I think I went over them, but if I didn't, I'll be sure to go over the comment again, and maybe another video I'll go over that again. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. I'm gonna take a little bit more outside, show you a little bit of this bridge that I'm on right now. It's a really old bridge, made out of concrete. The road's made out of concrete, and there's a story behind it, and I would like to share it with y'all. So let's go. Okay, this is the road that leads into the town. That's the new highway that everybody's riding on now, but this used to be the highway to get through this town. And Highway 10, where you used to drive through to get to town. It's been here for a long time. What's crazy about it is that this road's been here for a while. They must have poured this concrete in here darn near dry, because there's a few cracks and stuff where they try to repair it with asphalt, but it just made it worse. But the story is, sorry, the traffic's a little loud. The story is, if everybody knows the story behind Bonnie and Clyde, the story is that they actually went through here. They actually went through here to rob a gas station to get to wherever they were going. The little town over there is called Blanket, which I guess they were coming from Fort Worth, Dallas, this way, west, heading west, wherever they were going. But it's very nice out here. It's green. We've been getting a lot of rain. Maybe I want to take a look. There ain't no water down there. There used to be plenty of water down here. There's a bunch of junk down there now. But let me close my hood and we'll be on our way. Hey, thanks everybody for subscribing, dropping me some comments, the likes. Sorry, the first video I was repeating myself over and over, but I was nervous. That was my first video, and talking to a camera kind of is uncomfortable, but I loosened up, finally got the hang of it. Not fully, but eventually. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.